My wealthy father laughed in court because I had no lawyer, until I placed one red binder on the judge's bench and wiped the smirk off his face. You don't even have a lawyer. You're bringing a plastic knife to a gunfight. My father stood in the courthouse hallway, laughing loud enough for everyone to hear. Richard Dawson, real estate mogul, flanked by his 500-an-hour attorney, Mr. Sterling. I was 32, wearing a Goodwill blazer, hands shaking so bad I had to shove them in my pockets. Look at him, my father announced to the dozen people waiting. Works at Starbucks. Can't afford legal counsel. This lawsuit is a joke. Mr. Sterling smiled. Your father is generous enough to forgive court costs if you drop this now, Michael. I don't want his generosity, I said. I want my life back. My father stepped closer, invading my space. His expensive cologne made me want to vomit. You're ungrateful. I built an empire for this family and you sue me? The judge is going to laugh you out of there, and I'm going to enjoy watching it. The bailiff called us in. My father winked at me, cruel and slow. Showtime, kiddo. Try not to cry. Inside, I sat alone at the plaintiff's table. My father and Sterling sat up across from me. Laptops, leather binders, looking like they owned the place. I looked like I'd walked into the wrong room. Judge Elena Rodriguez entered. Sharp eyes, no-nonsense demeanor. Dawson versus Dawson, she read. Mr. Dawson, I see you're self-represented. Is your counsel running late? I stood. My knees felt weak. No, Your Honor. I'm representing myself. Ha! My father leaned back in his chair, laughing for the whole courtroom to hear. Your Honor, he's too poor to afford a lawyer. He works at a coffee shop. This whole thing is a desperate bid for money. Total waste of the court's time. People murmured. Some laughed. I was exactly what he said. A loser son trying to mooch off his successful father. The judge's voice cut through the noise. Mr. Dawson, you will remain silent until addressed. My father smirked, unbothered. He whispered to Sterling, and they both chuckled. Mr. Dawson, the judge turned to me. Representing yourself in a financial fraud case is highly inadvisable. Do you understand you're accusing a prominent businessman of identity theft and embezzlement? I understand, Your Honor. Do you have evidence? Real? Admissible evidence? My father leaned to Sterling. He has a diary. Watch. He's going to read a poem about how I didn't hug him enough. The gallery laughed. I reached into my bag. I didn't pull out a diary. I pulled out a 4-inch thick red binder. Thud. The sound echoed like a body hitting the floor. My father's smile faltered. Yes, Your Honor, I said. I have evidence. And it's undeniable. The judge examined the binder. Color-coded tabs. Certified bank records. Notarized affidavits. IP logs. Tab 1, Your Honor, I said clearly. She flipped it open. Certified record from Chase Bank. August 12, 2021. The day my mother died, I said. While I was at hospice holding her hand, $45,000 was transferred from my grandmother's trust, in my name, into Dawson Construction Holdings. My father stiffened. The signature is dated 2:15 p.m. At 2:15 p.m., I was signing my mother's death certificate. The judge looked at the signature, then the death certificate, then my father. Mr. Dawson, is this your handwriting? My father tugged his collar. As executor, I moved funds to protect assets. To a personal business account? The judge flipped pages. Tab 2. 17 credit cards opened in my name, I said. I didn't know they existed until I applied for a car loan. Credit score of 420. The judge read the statements. Nordstrom, Ritz-Carlton, Caesar's Palace. Were you in Las Vegas New Year's Eve 2022? No, Your Honor. Working a double shift at Starbucks. Time card attached. My father's face lost color. The smirk was gone. Tab 3, I continued. IP logs. Every application submitted from 4400 Lakeshore Drive. My father's penthouse. I haven't lived there in 10 years. The courtroom murmurs changed from mockery to shock. My father stood, sweating, face blotchy red. This is ridiculous. I paid for his education. Put a roof over his head. Sit down. The judge slammed her gavel. She looked at me. Is there more? Tab 5. The reason we're here. The judge flipped to it. A loan application for remodeling my childhood home. The house my mother left me in her will. He's suing me for $80,000, claiming I defaulted. The title was transferred to Richard Dawson for $1 as collateral, the judge noted. I never signed that deed, but look at the margin. The photocopy caught something. The judge squinted, leaned close. She read aloud. Forged Michael's signature. He's too stupid to check the registry. If he asks, tell him it's for tax purposes. He trusts family. Absolute silence. Sterling physically moved his chair away from my father. Your Honor, Sterling said tightly, I cannot continue to represent this client. Denied. We're finishing this now. The judge turned to my father. Her gaze was ice. Full story on channel link below.